Shit's coming out.
No, I think it's 50-something.
Okay. You don't do much of a job.
I'm not even looking at first aid.
It's not. You don't have to. There's not rules for like bleeding out and shit and all that stuff.
Just mind it.
You got his wound kind of bound up. Let's see. First aid is a.
You always need it to me, so. So what'd you say, Sullivan?
Half of it is a 22, but it says it looks like a 36 or. 46.
No, it's higher than that because everything has been erased so many
66
times.
then.
Okay. Oh.
So you made it.
Yeah.
You stopped the bleeding.
All right.
Right on the dot,
pain. Chilly
job.
Okay, what are you gonna say, Con?
The only thing I said to Sullivan was I didn't want to do that, and I was kind of waiting for his response.
What is that? He's pointing at that little silver box on the floor next to Professor Stalloid, where he put it down to try to bind this guy's mouth.
I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
It's about as confusing as explaining the Crescents can talk.
Well, I guess I'm active.
Was
right
that
now,
what
first
I?
aid.
There was
A voice in your head?
kind of no. There was impression.
That's how they operate.
What are they?
He, now I'm pointing to the guy on the ground, apparently works for the ones that want the Crescent back, and we can't have that.
Wait, who are these? Who are they?
Stalloid knows better than I do.
Now watch your head. I'm almost trying
If he'll explain
He
it,
sighs very loudly when you say that.
if he'll explain it,
You're supposed to
slowly.
explain it.
Explain the Ithians? What am I explaining? I look up the body.
The Ithians.
So they are sentient and they're creatures like us. They are animals, and they are from beyond our skies, and they are very powerful and have discovered a way to not physically travel through time, but mentally transfer minds through time.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah. I would recommend touching the Crescent again.
Well, he picked it up and brought it over, remember?
Yeah.
That's where he got the impression.
But
That's probably why he's listening to you at all right now.
But longer, maybe even, to get more of an idea of what I'm trying to convince you of.
What are you trying to convince me of?
That we have to get these off the planet and not in the hands of people like this, pointing at the thing.
All right.
Not all of the U.S. government can be trusted.
Can you wake him up?
Can we tie him up first?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Well, what is that box?
This box is like this box, and I hold up my camera.
Yeah, it's a
They
camera?
are weapons that shoot lightning.
Fair enough.
That's why I asked if he knew about this box, my camera, because I'd seen men with these before.
I want to talk to him. Can you wake him up?
Let's tie him up first.
Look at that. He's fine with tying him up. He wants to see the little box. Okay, so he's looking it over, and he does like this, and he's trying to. But he puts it back down on the table. He seems rather perplexed by it. Yeah, you can tie him up. He also is carrying a 44-40 Remington that you easily find in
we, of course, find
a shoulder holster. Sullivan Lynch actually searches him as well, checks his boots and stuff like that. There don't appear to be any weapons on him.
7 boot guns.
If you want to give me another first aid, if you want to try to wake him up, Yorie.
All right.
33. You got it. You got it.
Okay, you guys get some
Smelling
salts essentially, and you wake him up. Lynch wants to know who he really is, and all this other stuff. And what you eventually learn is that basically what you probably have already learned. There's a small cabal of Yithians who are trying to just take the Crescent back before it can fall further into the wrong hands. He doesn't believe that when we launch the rocket in a few days that the Crescent will be on it. He thinks that John Valentine will have seized it by then from you. And he knows that that is one of his fellows of the cabal that's trapped in Valentine's head.
Okay. That's well.
Sorry you're kind of out of this, James, because you're trapped.
No, that's fine. I mean, I was hoping they'd say, "Oh, the other one's in the barn."
Yeah, we have to go out to the barn for the Crescents.
That would be some proof of something, yeah. But basically, And then he begs you to save the Ithian and John Valentine.
Is he a prisoner?
Yes, he can't get out.
So John Valentine can, use him.
He can use his intellect. He knows what he wants. He's trapped there. He came to take over John Valentine's body so we could take the Crescent back, the broken one from John Valentine 2 years ago. But something went wrong, and he got trapped inside with the consciousness of Valentine.
Instead of swapping.
So please don't kill Valentine. We need to figure out some way to get his consciousness out of there. There are certain spells that could do it.
That's difficult.
So can I just out of character ask something?
Yeah.
So this Secret Service agent guy is a real guy, and there's an Ithian controlling him
Yes.
right now?
Fulmar? The
Yeah.
silent guy? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So there's a Yithian in him, I think.
Yeah, you
You
can find
didn't
that
know
out too. He'll spill his guts. He's in a lot of pain.
I mean,
See, I thought he was
But
going
he's
to
trying.
ditch as soon as they woke him up.
No. He's trying to convince you to give him the Crescent. He tries to convince both of you to give him the Crescents. Fire off the rocket, because that's what history says happened. And because he is
The rocket.
convinced that John Valentine will seize the Crescents before the rocket can be fired. And then John Valentine will have it.
But you also want us to stop John Valentine and free the Yithian.
Yes.
Wouldn't
That was the
that
other
mean
thing he
that?
wants. He wants.
But wouldn't that mean that he didn't seize it?
There's nothing in history about what happens to John Valentine after the rocket.
But what about the Yithian?
What?
The Yithian in John Valentine.
What about him?
What does history say about him?
It doesn't. History is what you people... Okay, he's tied up. History is what you people write down. History is what you people know. We don't know anything besides that. We only know what's in the history books.
Yeah, because we wouldn't write anything about the Crescents.
Right.
That's what I was going to try to explain, but that's a player.
So it's not like they know everything that happens. It's like
yeah,
they send people in,
that's what he's
they
realizing.
get this information, and then from human beings. Some of it's directly from human beings that they, take over, and then that person can find out things. But otherwise, it's whatever is written down in history.
That's a crapshoot, though, because there's billions of them.
It's a huge crapshoot. But they are informophiles, so they're into knowing history and information.
But it sounds like they targeted Valentine as a person to take over, so they can do that.
They can, yeah. So they did have him targeted partially because the Crescent was there, and sometimes they can choose who they take. But this Cabal obviously has less control than the main of the Yithians. And you get the impression that this other Yithian meant something to this person, like they knew each other. And he really desperately doesn't want that Yithian to be destroyed if possible.
It's your call, Stalloid. I know you want to shoot him up there.
Here's the thing. I'm going to sit in a chair in part of it like this. Here's the thing. So, you want your mind friend back because it means a lot to you, and because it's a being. But we want to send the Crescents to where they want to be because they are also a being.
No, they're not.
You even admitted that they've gained sentience.
They're still just machines. They're just machines.
So just because they don't have a physical body, they're not a being.
No, we don't have physical bodies either.
Exactly. So why did they get classified as machines?
Because they're machines. They were constructed by us. They're like the Shoggoths are to the Elder things.
Okay.
You have no idea what he's talking about. Well, you can make a Cthulhu mythos.
I can make a Cthulhu mythos roll. Thank you.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
74.
74.
You have no idea what he's talking about.
You don't have 74 Cthulhu mythos, fucking scrub.
You know what my sanity would be?
16.
Fucking
No, that's wrong.
It would be a maximum of 25 or something like that.
26. Nice. Worth it. 26.
Well, because you can't have 100 sanity. It's 99, isn't it?
It is 99.
99's highest standard.
Yeah, so it'd be 25.
But I think it's out of 100, right? Still? Even though you can only get 99?
Well, the rolls are out of 100.
Anyway, guys, we're digressing. It does not see these things as being as important as its race, or even as your race.
I'm not
because they were
opposed
created.
to rescuing your friend. I will tell you that. Because I have nothing against the Yithians in general. But I am opposed to us not launching the Crescents into space.
He argues with you, he makes points, blah, 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 blah. neither one of you is going to change your opinion on it. So, that conversation can last as long as you want.
2 hours.
Sullivan Lynch just wants to know, he's been trying to follow this conversation as well.
Yeah, me too.
And he says, no, wait a minute, so John Valentine's going to be here in a couple of days?
That's why we're fortifying.
That's interesting.
Oh, I do ask the end, what happens if I try to go destroy the rocket?
What do you mean, like right now?
Yeah.
Try. You'll probably end up dead.
I'll end up dead? Oh, shoot.
That's the problem with history. All history has already happened. The future, the past, the present, it's already happened somewhere. If you try to change it, you've obviously tried to change it, and you failed.
Now, why try to influence the Crescent's position?
Because we don't know through history what happens to the Crescent.
It's not defined.
It's an undefined moment in history.
Because there's nothing written about it.
As far as I know, I came here to the house, and I convinced you to give me the Crescents. You fired the rocket off at my behest anyway.
I'm getting it.
Nothing has been changed. We make our own history except when we don't.
Except for when it's written.
Not necessarily written.
Yeah, but except for when it is.
And in this case,
it isn't.
We're trying to make the correct history, which is you giving me the Crescents.
You're trying to make your own history.
Yeah.
Don't say correct.
That's what he says, correct.
No, I know. I tell him that.
Yeah. Anyway, so he warned you time can't be changed. Nothing that anyone can do.
What is known about today? So the rocket, that's it? Are there any other details known about today? Like this farm?
There are.
Do tell.
No.
Why not?
Because you will try to meddle.
I will not try to meddle. No, I'm actually trying to meddle in your way now.
How so?
To know what I can't change, to know what I can.
Bad things are going to happen, but there's not much recorded about it.
Tell me.
The stories of the Black Demon.
I'm trying to increase our chances of not having to kill John Valentine.
We know a guy named Jonah went missing.
He'll be here when the rocket's ready.
What's that about?
No, I know.
He was my best friend.
He has a very good timing.
With men. He'll be here with men when the rocket's ready.
Because I need to know what he knows, since clearly he knows what you know. Why can't I know
It was Final Destination.
what he knows you know that I couldn't know?
All he can tell you is that John Valentine's going to be here. He's going to have a lot of men.
Basically, it was just like...
There's going to be a big
And the
fight.
rocket will launch. No specific details. Okay.
No, this was more probably information that he got from a newspaper or some bullshit.
No, I'm just wondering if we can know who dies or anything.
No, what you're asking me, Yorie, is for me to predict what's going to happen in the game, too. So, meta...
Yeah.
Super meta. Well, you're doing a meta story.
He can't give you a lot of that information because he doesn't have it.
I just assumed
Is there stuff about Stalloid
It's not a fourth wall meta, but it is a very meta story.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But the fact that
to make it
it's hard for me to actually give you much information. He's not going to.
today.
Oh no!
He loves cheekies.
And remember this.
Who wrote this history book?
Remember this too, Yorie. You're dealing with an alien intelligence.
No, I know.
So what you think is important to know, he might find trivial and benign. So.
50 men. That's trivial.
No, I'm trying to fish out like maybe, I don't know, tactics.
Okay, so anyway, we're gonna cut that scene.
Yeah.
Lynch wants to take the Crescents, but at the same time, he also knows what they are now, or at least he knows something about them. And so he takes you aside while Yorie's interrogating Fulmore
For an hour.
and he says,
come back and it's still happening. It's like, God damn.
he says, "All right, Marshal, you say that the Valentine's going to be here. I hear them talking about it.
Yeah.
You need some help?
Absolutely.
I only have 6 men, but
Well, are we sure none of them are like him?
Fulmore brought me the information the Crescent was here. Those are some men from my office who I trust.
Okay.
I didn't know Fulmore until he brought me the information, so I was investigating, that's all. If you hadn't had it here, I would have assumed he was mistaken, but he seemed fairly adamant. So I came to just see if that item was here.
Yeah. Well, we could definitely use your help, but I can't guarantee your safety or your men's.
I work for the Secret Service, Marshal. You're a Marshal. Can you guarantee your own safety any day of the week?
Not really.
Only on Tuesdays.
I'm the same way.
Tuesday, that's
So-
Tuesdays off.
I and my men can help you out if you wish.
So there's this demon.
John Valentine's not your typical bandit. That's what I'm trying to get at. He's like, you should know. He's like Fulmer.
Oh.
But stronger.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of explain to him that John Valentine is some weird kind of creature person.
Well, yeah. And
His mind's been pretty open.
Do we open his mind about the demon man in our barn?
at some point, maybe.
On the last day with everyone else, it'll be the same orientation.
It's the orientation about the black
Here we go. Secret Service agents.
Defeated whole pigs.
So he tells you his men are armed with sidearms and rifles. Good. They have Winchesters.
Need those. What was I gonna say? There was actually something.
They'll probably do the best in the house then with the holes.
Upstairs, maybe? Or downstairs?
Since they have the longer range.
What the fuck was I gonna
I'd say upstairs, yeah, so they can see over fences too.
Okay.
Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter.
4:42. We're breaking daylight.
Sleepy time.
What time do you have to leave? 5 o'clock?
No.
5.
Like, have to leave is like 6:30.
Okay.
Maybe
We'll see
7.
where we are.
Maybe 7.
We'll see where we are around close to 6, and at that point we'll decide if we have to go an extra session in a couple weeks. If that's going to work for people.
I mean, I can push it, but
Well, I don't want
will
you to
my
be
mind
like,
be here?
I know. I don't want you to be in this daze like, "Ah," and everything just turns into silliness. Yorie's got that covered already.
Maybe you're sleepy all the time.
My character's just reckless, and I do play it that way.
Your character likes to mess with people's heads there, just like you do. Don't even act like it's not.
Yeah, and if someone threatens to kill him, it's not real. Come on.
Let me twist.
Let me push it.
Let me twist.
Let me push it. He's not ready. He's not truly ready to kill me.
Let's see when it's
So,
They're
I
ready
guess
to
the
kill
thing
me.
that I couldn't remember what I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
but it might be somewhat related to what I wanted to ask was, I need to like kind of make sure with him, like, if we deal with this whole John Valentine thing and everything's good, we're still shooting him up into space. I mean, that's the...
Yeah, no, he knows.
Okay,
He's
all
fine
right.
with that.
I wasn't sure
Remember,
if it's
he's
like...
touched the crescent.
I don't know, if I help you with John Valentine, maybe you give me the crescent afterward, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, he's fine with shooting it up into space.
Okay.
Especially if it's supposedly supposed to be what happens.
Do I have this now?
Yes.
Can I go
It's
practice with it?
Basically, it's got a button on it.
No, we need to talk about
Does
what
it
we're doing with
feel?
Fulmer.
Does it feel easier to shoot? No.
No, it still has basically no sights or anything on it. You
What
don't-
are we doing
I guess
with Fulmer?
what I would test is
Good question.
I would test the whole hold. And do I think that would work on it, or if there's just a press?
You don't know.
I'll bring Twilliger.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good idea. He can examine it.
So Lloyd, what are we doing with Fulmer?
Don't ask me. That is not up my alley, Mr. Lawman.
He just walked out of the room.
And I walk away. Yep, and I walk away.
You already were walking away when he came after you, yelling at you.
That's your duty,
I
Lawman.
like that.
I'll give it to, I'll let Sullivan decide. What does Sullivan want to do with Fulmer?
Actually, Sullivan is his first name. His last name is Lynch. So,
Shit, yeah.
yeah.
You could-
I've been calling him Lynch the entire time.
As I walk
Sullivan,
away,
so.
and I'm like thinking, I do turn around and go, well, I mean, you just got to get the Yithian out, and then I walk away.
Cool.
Very useful.
Thanks a lot.
Lynch says, you ask Lynch what he wants to do, or just keep him tied up for now. How dangerous is this intelligence that's inside of him?
I think he's still got the limitations of a regular man. He just has
Okay.
knowledge of other things.
Okay. Let's just keep him tied up.
We could get more rope just to be safe.
Handcuffs.
Yes, Phil. Yeah, you've got handcuffs, Kyle. You want to use those?
What'd you do with...
Or not. It's up to you.
What'd y'all do with Johnny's horse?
It is
Just
still.
in the barn.
It's still in the barn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The other horses. Yeah. Poor Jonah.
There's two things I think I want to do. One, I want to get him
Oh yeah.
hooked up
All right.
with them.
Oh boy.
Like he's gonna be part of like their little troop.
Okay.
Because if we do like, okay, all the lawmen are gonna be kind of over in this area or something.
Right.
He's gonna be with them because he doesn't really have like a group. You know
Yeah,
what
he
I
was
mean?
all by himself. He didn't have a deputy back in Midnight or anything, so.
So I'll introduce them too. This is
Okay.
Marshal, flute and this.
Okay.
and so.
After they talk a little while, he takes you aside. Is this a joke?
He's getting.
That's what Lynch
He's
says.
getting better. Every
All right. Fair enough. Fair
Better
enough.
every day. And
I
then
hadn't killed a marshal in years.
I think I'm going to try to just privately talk to Lynch about
There's a demon. There's a monster in the loft.
He's more impressionable now that he's like
much more impressionable.
He's okay about the Crescent. He's okay about shooting something into space.
He talks
He's okay about this.
The whole thing is the Crescent did something to him, like it did something to you guys.
Yes.
And you're all agreed, more impressionable to believing.
And I could even
So
I could even be like more like, honestly, this is
All
why
the cards on the table.
not everybody tries to touch the Crescent because I'm not showing him. I'm just explaining.
Yes, I understand. Fulmer told me, and I'm assuming it's true that several people that originally touched the Crescent got great strength, but then they turned to dust.
It seems that this has happened to Jack West, but
But it turned him into a demon, a monster.
he is not perished, and he still has the control of his mind. We have to. We have no choice.
Alright. Okay.
You have no choice.
I've said that to multiple people when they're like, "Why do you trust Jack West?"
We don't really have a
I
choice.
do want to go talk back. I'm gonna say this for later. It's not important.
You can. Alright, so Kyle, so you going with that? You're warning him? Alright.
I don't want him or his posse to go insane. If all these fuckers go insane, that's whatever.
It could still happen.
I know. But at least
he will tell them about this. He will try to inform them.
I don't want him to look in the sky and not have any idea what.
Have you told?
No.
Okay. You might like to tell him.
He's going insane. We're okay. We know
I don't
that.
even have stats for a flute, actually.
Oh,
So
Basic.
Well, I think we all know where his sanity probably is. It's probably in the lows.
it's like the butter.
But his idea is probably really low too, so he shouldn't do anything crazy.
Oh, that's true. You might just snap. Okay. Alright, so
Oh my
you
god,
got
that's
them.
terrifying.
So you have 6 Secret Service agents now, plus Sullivan Lynch. That's stats for all these guys. Lynch wants to know if he thinks this fight with Valentine is going to be like a long drawn out affair, or is it going to last hours. Should we get more ammo? Because basically, the Secret Service agents pretty much have what's on their belt and in their rifles.
We need all the firepower we can get.
All right, so Lynch will go in the next day on the 13th to get some ammunition. He's going to get the Winchester ammunition for their rifles, and he'll get extra 40 bullets for their
what does he
pistols.
think of my pillboxes I've set up?
He's not a military man. So, but if you ask him for his opinion, he's like, they look fine.
Dog shit.
And with and boarding up all the windows, he thinks is a good idea too. And we're gonna retro something in. When he first came in the house and saw these boarded up windows, he was like,
He had his hand on his pistol.
no, but he looked around a little.
That's worse than having a tiny mouth.
No. Alright, so the next day, Sullivan Lynch goes into town. It seems like this place has become real popular because more people arrive on the 13th. Terwilliger thinks he'll have the rocket ready to go tomorrow on the 14th.
Oh, nice.
This is another small group of men led by a man with a beard and a mustache who looks very familiar.
Let's see who it is.
Who is it? It's it's Clayton Pierce. Woo! Oh, I should have been doing this every day. This is a sunny day.
Man, Kyle, why can't their name be Clayton Pierce?
Hi. Okay.
What's his name?
Because that'd be stupid.
Because then his daddy would be War and Peace.
Yeah, that's
Oh
terrible.
my god, you're fired.
No, Andy would have said it out loud and he would have changed.
Yes,
his first
immediately.
name.
His name is Bob.
Bob.
Okay. Robert. So,
I am Bob Peace.
you have pretty much dug the rest of that ditch. It's done. It's filled with water partway. It's actually, the water is flowing from the creek towards the lake.
I thought it'd be the other way around.
No, because this creek comes this way, and then it empties into the lake. So, the lake is obviously lower than this part of the creek.
Gotcha.
And so it's going
We
through.
created a twin.
Got kind of a moat, no bridge. Who wants to be out there? How about that? Who wants to see them ride up?
If
I'll
the
let you
trench
guys
isn't
start.
done, I'm always out there.
The trench will be finished today, actually. It's just
So you're
about
still
done. So you
working
probably
on
just finished.
it.
You
Still out
probably,
there.
you probably just finished it.
Singing.
Matilda Terwilliger's out there. Daisy Sparks has been helping.
I was
You got
out there.
like 2 or 3
And I'm hounding
Oh, actually, what did Terwilliger say about the light?
every
it's not
fucking
rechargeable. He doesn't see
So
that.
it's only going to have a certain amount of uses?
That's what he thinks. He doesn't know about the hold down the button.
Every
He thinks his battle's still over.
every meal I've been telling people to, have you talked to Daisy about the water?
I talked to Daisy about the water.
She doesn't have any. She didn't bring any.
Does she think if I put a bucket of water between the 3 crescents, it might turn into it?
She got the water from a spring where the crescent was hidden. And so somehow that changed the water into the healing water.
Thank you. Now,
She doesn't know if putting a bucket near the 3 crescents.
Is it worth a try?
She doesn't know.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Alright, you're gonna stick a bucket of water in there. Alright,
stack
there we
them
go.
this
Let's see
way.
what
I put them in
happens.
the formation, I put the bucket in the middle of the formation.
Okay.
Get in the bathtub. Get the 3 crescents. Suck yourself off.
Ew, gross.
Is that the power they give me?
Alright, that's the magic power. You're very flexible to do one thing, one specific horrific thing.
Does what flexibility that's in that direction?
That was your hidden power all along. You could actually do
I'm
it.
Since
going
you
to
were a
fuck
boy.
myself.
That sounds like Stalloid. Okay,
oh,
alright, so you were finishing up, the ditch is done, you guys are just watching the water start to flow through it. When they rode up, you recognize your father.
Remind me to make fun of Stalloid. The women came and dug the trench.
I will try to do that. Stalloid, did
I
you...
helped you dig a
Stalloid,
grave.
were you anywhere near this, or did you
No,
any mess around
I'm
with the water at that time?
I'm messing with the water.
Okay, that's
I'm
okay.
putting-
That's
I'm setting
you're in the
that up.
house. So
Yeah.
you're setting up, you're just like...
I'm letting him deal with his daddy.
You don't know it's my daddy yet.
Where are...
Yeah.
These two are helping
As a
with the
player,
ditch.
I'm getting-
Terwilliger, where do you want Xavier to have been during all this? Where's your... Shut up. Where do you want Xavier to have been?
I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
He's a friend of Terwilliger's who's another scientist.
he knows how to
Be
use the
with
lightning
Terwilliger.
gun.
So he's helping with that. What about Elroy? Gearhart?
I actually have not met that guy. We know that, right?
No, nobody's actually introduced you to.
Yeah,
It's
not
a little
really.
hectic.
He's been around. He's been talking, but it's like I don't know who this guy is.
So what about Gearhart? Where do you want him?
If he's, I thought he was
You met him
chilling
in his house.
No, he's been staying on the property.
I figured he was
Okay,
helping
yeah.
with the ditch. And he
Yeah,
worked
okay,
in the
but he's
man.
out there
He
with
did
you.
meet Elroy in the past.
No, he's talking about Xavier.
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly.
Xavier.
What about Miss Delacroix? Where do you want her?
As far away from me as possible.
I figure she's in the house.
She's in the house. Okay. Alright. So,
She's feeding the cats. That's what she's doing.
oh yeah, there are some cats here. That's
There's
right.
cats around.
There's cats in the barn now.
Shouldn't be.
No, he brought some cats from town.
Yeah, shouldn't have.
Fine.
Keep
He
'em
says,
around,
he goes, Clayton, I'm here to help. I got a half dozen men handpicked for the job. I heard you're in trouble or something, and I want to help you any way I can.
Do you know what you get yourself into?
Doesn't matter. You're my son.
Well, would be nice to team up with the old man one last time.
All right. Where do we put our horses? Where should we put our horses?
The bar's getting pretty full, but we got a big old fencing time too. Got a bunch of men around here. They know how to take care of horses. They'll get them fed and watered.
All right. Let's go. Everyone's like Marshal.
Like 30 men turn their heads because everyone's a marshal.
No, Warren. He says, Warren, oh my God, I can't believe you're still alive. And he looks, Warren, your dad looks at him kind of blankly. He's like,
Oh, Elroy?
yeah. He
Okay.
says, I'm sorry, I don't know, I don't know who you are. That's a problem with my memory. And then he turns and he rides towards the barn.
Hey, fuck you.
And Elroy looks at you as they ride away and he goes, that is not Warren Pierce.
What do you mean?
Smells wrong.
What mean smells wrong?
I checked his shadow.
He smells wrong. You're not even there.
But you
No, I mean
have.
the last time I saw him.
Yes, in a house.
Who do you think
That's
he
true.
is?
I don't know, but he's not Warren Pierce. I knew Warren Pierce, and I have a good sniffer. You have to trust me on that.
Can I can't really spot hidden.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to. Because, I mean,
can take this out.
I don't want to believe that my dad is not my dad. So I want to.
You want to try to use psychology to see if you're
And
lying?
I'm trying to see if this guy's lying to me.
Yeah.
To say it'd be easy.
Because I don't know this guy very well. This guy, he'll do think my dad's not my dad.
But he know my dad.
But dude,
39.
Yeah, I did not.
That's not a success.
Psychology.
You're not sure one way or the other.
Well, if he's not my father, then and we don't know, and we don't know who he is. I'm confused. Other than the memory problems of I've been pretty convinced he was my father.
He doesn't smell right.
Well, then we have to get
None
to
of
the
them smell
Crescents.
right. They're heading for the barn. There's 7 of them actually. Your father and 6 men.
There's the shadow.
We gotta tell the others then. We gotta get Stalloid to Williger and
Well, Stalloid's in the barn, isn't he?
Jack West.
Yeah, where are you?
We went to the house.
Oh, okay. He doesn't know where Stalloid is then. All right, so he's going to tell Matilda and Daisy what he says. And he thought Stalloid was in the barn. So where are you going?
I forgot.
I guess I'm checking the house. I'm gonna hide the Crescents.
Okay.
Just in the parlor, just sitting there.
Gilroy doesn't know
There's
about
2 guys
it.
watching. They're still
You
guarding.
can find me in the parlor.
Yeah. Stalloid's in the parlor. He's got a bucket of water, and the Crescents are all arrayed around it.
What the hell are you doing?
Jack kept talking about he wants healing magic water, and I'm trying to make some because he won't stop insisting we make some.
Yes.
Do you think it's gonna work?
There's no real science about this yet.
Alright, well then here. I put my hands on the Crescents. Is this gonna work?
They don't know.
They don't even fuck with
No, I know. Nobody knows.
that.
What's going on?
Can this take like priority 2? Because like priority 1 is possibly my father and the 12 men I just invited into our.
Half a dozen.
Half a dozen.
No, he said dozen, didn't he?
There's a half a dozen men plus your father.
You
7.
invited half a dozen non-vetted men into our fortress.
My father and my father's men. I thought it was good until Elroy, apparently with his nose, said it's not my father.
Yeah, Elroy didn't go with you into the barn to test Stalloid.
Well,
Well, we're in the house.
Well,
Elroy, I
Elroy
guess,
was
went to the barn. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Elroy would know if it was your father or not.
Would he? I don't know Elroy that well.
Does anybody else
Like,
talk to
remember,
besides
he was in the
Stalloid?
past
Yeah, that's
No.
great, but
with your
If
dad.
anybody sees you,
great.
they don't
I
say
don't
anything,
know.
Chad.
Yeah.
I think we can trust Elroy.
Well, then we gotta go deal with the people I just let into our fortified place.
Okay, what am I doing with the Crescents?
Hiding them.
Okay.
You can hide them and leave the bucket of water with. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just leave the bucket of water on the table and
Okay,
hide the
you
Crescents
put
around the room.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Behind bookcases, stuff like that. Where are you going, Tom?
We're going to the barn now that I've got him.
Oh, okay. You guys have
I'm rounding up some of the axemen that are in the house.
Oh, can I actually? I'll tell him that they're going to the barn. I'm gonna go get lunch.
Actually, are Lynch and his
You can
men
find Lynch.
upstairs?
I'm going to lunch right now.
Yeah, they are. They've commandeered one of the rooms, and they sleep in shifts now to make sure that at least 3 of them are always awake. And Lynch is awake a lot. He's been sleeping at night. But yeah, you can find him up there. Actually, he's up there checking out some of the firing angles with some of the men from some of the holes in Stalloid's windows. There's a good view all the way around.
I'm just gonna tell him.
Mrs. Delacroix's up there, too.
Oh God.
Do you like cats?
Nope. I'm just gonna tell him that I need him and his men. We might be in trouble. That's pretty much all I'm gonna give him info-wise.
Alright. They grab their rifles and they
Yep.
wake up the few men that are sleeping on the ship. Where are you going?
I was rounding up hatchetmen in the house.
Yeah, you can get 2 or 3 easily.
Alright, then I guess I was waiting
Are you
for
leaving
Clayton
2 for the
Pierce.
Crescent?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He comes down the steps a few minutes later with all the Secret Service agents.
Can I have like an in character like idea? Like nobody told my dad where we were, right? Like how would he know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, that just kind of just now hit me.
Out of those 3 that are
It's
found
been
in the
a few
house,
weeks, so.
Well, everybody else seems to be
one
fucking
of them
finding
speak
us, so I mean,
English?
Say what? I'm sorry?
out of the
So they have
3
alien
in the
intelligence.
house, do one of them speak English? Is that just a
I've
regular
actually
seen this
Yeah.
coming.
All of them speak English.
Alright, I asked the one of them, whatever which one is coming with me, because I'm leaving 2 to guard. Hey, what's the
you-
Chinese word for
You
regroup?
can
are they?
get 3 guys.
Oh, okay.
And leave 2 guys on guard.
Alright. I still asked for the word in Chinese for like regroup.
Oh, okay, they'll tell you what it is. I don't know what it is.
Alright.
Okay.
I
What are
just
you guys
realized
doing?
I should probably know Chinese words.
He's got 3 hatchet men. They've got pistols. They haven't drawn weapons yet, but they're looking like they're ready.
We're just
And you've got
walking-
the 6 Secret Servicemen and
And everybody's in the barn.
No, they haven't left the house yet. Where are you guys going?
We haven't left. They're
No.
going to the barn.
Yeah, you hear a commotion downstairs, like horses are being brought into the barn. And Terwilliger's like, what the? And finally, they're like, well, we're supposed to bring our horses in here. We're helping out. And he's like, oh, excellent. Come on, make room over here. So Terwilliger, you can hear them down there moving around, and the horses are moving around. They're trying to find a place to. There's not enough stalls, so they're trying to find just some room, and they're moving some stuff.
We're just going for the
Even
barn.
if they're just like tied to posts and then like.
Yeah, that's
hanging
fine. They're
inside.
just that's what they're doing. They're just trying to make the barn a little more for the extra horses. Yeah, you guys reach the barn. There's like a small door on. There's a couple small doors. The big main doors, Terwilliger's kind of got latched shut because he doesn't really have use for them yet. So you go in.
Are we there? Yeah.
Yeah. You can walk in the barn. Oh wait.